Today's message is going to come to us from the Gospel according to John, the first chapter, verses 38 and 39. And there we read, when Jesus turned and saw them, that is, two disciples of John the Baptizer, saw them following, Jesus said to them, "What are you looking for?" And they said to him, "Rabbi," which translated means teacher, "where are you staying?" And Jesus said to them, "Come and see." And they came and they saw where Jesus was staying, and they remained with Jesus that day. Unbridled curiosity is indeed a gift. Sherry and I have had the privilege of raising three wonderful human beings, and I love each one of them with all of my heart and body, mind, and soul. My oldest son, Patrick, he is my heart. He seems to be very much like me when I was watching him grow up, curious, diligent, and learning the task that was at hand. My middle son, John Mark, he's my joy. He's the adventurous one, the life of the party. The party doesn't even begin until John Mark shows up, moving from one exciting event to the next, and after 6 or 7 of those, still wanting to know when the next event is about to start. He's funny and fun to be with, contagious. My youngest, my daughter, Hannah, she is my peace, extremely empathetic, goes with the underdog, desires to see peace, can understand both sides of an argument, always looking for common ground, and finds it difficult to believe that people just can't get along. And yet from infancy to adulthood, each of my children could be annoying to no end. And I'm sure that they could probably say the same thing about their parents. It was common in our household to speak about when a frustrating kind of characteristic would blow its ugly head. We would go, "Wow, that sure will serve them later in life. But for right now, it's just a pain in the heart." The annoyance was not so much centered around the particular action, but more about one of those flourishing personality traits, from their experimentation with their autonomy as they grew up, working on both sides of their personalities, it seemed at the exact same time, oppositional behavior to everything on one side and an unbridled curiosity on the other. It was most difficult to get from point A to point B within one's daily routine when one's 4-year-old wants to stop and examine each and every tree, leaf, rock, and building with zillions of questions, to which new questions would become added upon answering the previous question. Curiosity is a gift. Curiosity is a gift. Curiosity is a gift. Repeat that phrase however many times that you need to until you come to believe it. You see, in my experience, curiosity is often more of a theoretical, awesome idea than a settling and secure, practical act or action. What I have found is that curiosity, this yearning to see what may be just ahead or to understand why something is the way that it is, can be disruptive to the surrounding community in which one lives. They don't seem to believe that they can take the time or choose not to back up and take the time to be curious. Curiosity is a gift. If you become curious in this passage from John chapter 1, in that moment when these two disciples in their journey, if they could have simply just taken and just walked on, missing completely Jesus altogether. But no, they decided to keep allowing their curiosity, that inner prodding, to see what was coming next. Who was this Jesus? And why did their current teacher, John the Baptizer, encourage them to follow Jesus? There was a nagging curiosity that kept them from moving, not fully understanding that they were about to embark upon a life-changing and transformational journey beyond their wildest imagination. An experience that at times would lead them beyond their ability to truly follow Jesus as they desired. This curiosity was also not just about them. You see, with every person who chooses to follow Jesus, from those very first moments right on up to today, there are larger communities that look upon that curiosity as a disruptive annoyance, be it with family or friends or even our church community. By default, we choose that which is comfortable, that which is stable. So anytime anyone begins to question the status quo and explore in curious ways that may call us from that comfort zone, well, there's going to be disruption. There's going to be anxiousness, and there will be resilience. Some people handle these moments of disruption and anxiousness with grace and openness, to see where it goes, to follow wherever Jesus is leading, while others become more calcified and belligerent and desiring things to stay or to return to the good old days. But no matter how people respond, curiosity changes us and changes the community in which we live and breathe and have our being. How does our community here at Ormond Beach Presbyterian Church, our church family, how do we handle curiosity and the possibility of change? How have we individually and together corporately seen curiosity lead to meaningful transformation in ourselves and within our community, the church? How do we together discern whether or not the path down which our curiosity is leading is a good or a correct path to follow? You see, in the end of this chapter 1 text of John's Gospel, we witness the two disciples welcomed fully into the community, where they were given new names and given the opportunity to begin to give their lives over to being committed to living in the world differently. Not every path of curiosity must be traveled, but being open to new paths at all times is a must if we're going to grow in our faith. Unbridled curiosity is a gift that God gives for us. This is good news. Amen.